Hello, this is Allison Mcsparron here. A fantastic, I was going to say watercolour, but no, it's oil. An oil artist. She's fantastic at it. And I would love to personally paint that one, but I can't paint, I just don't. But Allison here is going to teach a course with oils, and so how would you go about it?
I think it's really important that people get the basics right when you want to do oil painting. So the first thing I'm going to teach people about is something called values. And values are how dark or how light something is, and together we can work out a value scale which will go from very light to very dark. So I'm going to help people create one of those, and then we're going to use an example like something painted with 3 shades of grey and replicate it. The reason being that any picture painted in what they call a grayscale, you will know what it is, because that's the most important thing. Is it light or is it dark? And when you see a painting just in monochrome or sepia, you know what it is, even though it doesn't have any colour. So we're going to do that as a session. So the second session, we're going to use the experience of all the things we learnt in the first section to paint an object. Again, still in a grayscale. We might choose something like this pot, and I'll show you how to make that shape look good and accurate, but we'll paint it in a grayscale. If you can paint this pot so that it looks like a pot, you really will have learnt something, as well as practice using the grayscale. On the third session, we'll take what you did, because it will have dried, and we'll start to paint it in colour. And I'll show you how the colour wheel works, and I'll explain a bit about that. So when you go and paint at home, you'll be able to use that information for yourself. And on the fourth session, I thought we'd have a go at painting a real life, still life in colour. And I'll provide you with both a photograph that you can use, also the actual objects that we've used. I'll put them in the room so you can see them in real life, but we'll use a photograph. The thing for me is, it should be fun. We should learn from each other. I've only been painting for 5 years, but I've learned by talking to other people, working with people who are really experienced, and I'm just trying to pass that knowledge on to other people, and let's have some fun while we're doing it. But I promise you, at the end of 4 sessions, you will have learned all about grayscales, something about colour, how to make transfer your photograph or your drawing to paper, and you'll be able to have a go at something for yourself when you go home.
Yeah, that sounds fantastic for me, because I'm personally very inexperienced. But it's you sit down and it's very structured, and like you say, the colour wheel, and it explains a lot more, makes probably a lot more sense in my mind. I just, one worry though, that I heard that oils, it takes a very long time to dry. So what will I have to do? Will I have to let it dry in the sun, or can I keep it here, or do I have to take it home?
We'll be painting quite thinly, so we're not going to have lots of oil paint on the paper. It will dry relatively quickly, and we could use something that will help it dry, which I will bring with me. But you either can leave them in the room that we're going to use for the workshop to dry, or you can take them home. But I will give you a little surprise, a little something special that hopefully will make the paint dry that bit faster as well.
Ooh, that sounds very exciting. I can't wait for it